Hi guys, and welcome to prediction week 7. I'm doing this tonight because obviously FIFA 20 comes out tomorrow and I'll be playing on that all day. So we're going for doing the predictions videos tonight, a day early. So we start with Saturday's 12:30 kickoff, which is Sheffield United versus Liverpool. I can't see too many problems for Liverpool in this game, so I'm going to go Sheffield United 1, Liverpool 3. On to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We start with Crystal Palace versus Norwich. This could be quite a tight, tough game. It depends what kind of Crystal Palace turn up. And as I said, I've been quite impressed with Norwich this season as well. So providing that Crystal Palace turn up and they're up for the fight, and same with Norwich, I'm going to go for a tight, tough draw. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 1, Norwich 1. We then have Aston Villa versus Burnley. I thought Aston Villa did very well against Arsenal last week, probably even unlucky to lose the game in the end, actually. They had more shots on target, had more energy. I don't know if it had anything to do with the Europa League for Thursday night, but for 70 minutes, Arsenal were absolutely completely all over the place. And as I said, Villa can count themselves unlucky, that they didn't actually get at least a point in that game. Again, I think Burnley will be a different kind of game. I'm going to go for Villa to nick it. I'm going to go Aston Villa 2, Burnley 1. We then have Bournemouth versus West Ham. Again, this could be quite a tight, tough game, but I'm going to give it to Bournemouth because they're the home side. I'm going to go Bournemouth 2, West Ham 1. We then have Wolves versus Watford. Again, Watford getting smacked 8-0 last week. No one saw that coming. I know that Manchester City are a pretty good side, but no one saw a bloody 8-0 thumping, did they? So obviously Watford's confidence is going to be knocked from that last week, and I think this is a good time for Wolves to get back to winning ways as well. I'm going to go Wolves 2, Watford 0. We then have Tottenham versus Southampton. Again, Tottenham, not getting to the best of starts lately. I think they lost 2-1 to Leicester last week, and lost on penalties to Colchester last night as well. Was it Tuesday night? Tuesday night. Again, Southampton's going to be quite a tough test, but it is at home. I'm going to go for Tottenham to win it. I'm going to go Tottenham 2, Southampton 1. We then have Chelsea versus Brighton. Yeah, I thought Chelsea, towards the end, they were very unlucky not to get, again, at least a point against Liverpool. But obviously, I thought defensively they were all over the place. But they did try and show fight in the second half. I think Brighton will be a tough test, but I'm going to go for Chelsea to nick it. I'm going to go Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. I think Chelsea will do quite good this year. I think I've seen them in quite a few games now, and I think it will start coming together. And they will be around that top four target. Around the end of the season. At 5:30, we have Everton versus Manchester City. Again, no disrespect to Everton, but the way Manchester City are going at the moment, I can't see much of a problem for Manchester City. I'm going to go Everton 1, Manchester City 3. Although that might come to bite me on the backside because Norwich did beat them 3-2 a couple of weeks ago. But I just think, they're winning 8-0 last week. Manchester City are really, really high in confidence at the moment. And I think that might have just been a one-off, the Norwich game, but we shall see. Just the one game on Sunday at 4:30, which is Leicester versus Newcastle. Obviously, I said Leicester beating Tottenham last week, and again, I can't see many problems for Leicester against Newcastle. I'm going to go for a comfortable win. I'm going to go Leicester 3, Newcastle 1. And on the Monday night football, 8 o'clock, Manchester United versus Arsenal. I think this is going to be one of the most boringest games that you'll ever see. I think that Unai Emery will set up and park the bus and try and catch Manchester United on the break. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to park the bus and try and catch Arsenal on the break. Two teams that don't ever keep clean sheets. Otherwise, I would have gone 0-0. But because we don't keep clean sheets, I'm going to go for Manchester United and Arsenal to finish 1-1. I'm not looking forward to this game whatsoever. I don't think Arsenal's been playing great lately. I don't think Manchester United's been playing great lately. As I said, I think it's going to be the most boringest game you will ever see. I really, really hope I'm wrong. I really hope it's an entertaining game, but personally, I just cannot see it. So this is not the fixture that it used to be. It used to be a very, very exciting fixture for both teams as well. But yeah, it's just they're just not the two teams anymore that they used to be. Manchester United. I mean, Rochdale took them to penalties yesterday, and they had quite a fairly good squad out. Manchester United. Whereas Arsenal got their business done with their kids against Nottingham Forest on Tuesday, winning 5-0. It was good to see Hector Bellerin back. It was good to see Kieran Tierney get himself some game time as well. So hopefully they can feature on Monday night. But as I say, I don't hold much confidence of both teams into this game. Personally, myself, I can't see Arsenal actually sacking Unai Emery. He's only got about, maybe 8 or 9 months left of his current contract anyway. They don't have to give him the extended 1-year option. I think it's just at the end of the season, something like that. And at this moment in time, I don't think he's going to get it. Even if we get ourselves into the top 4, I don't think he's the man to take Arsenal for the job. To get him to the next level. He's not a Jurgen Klopp. He's not a Pep Guardiola for me. I think maybe Spanish. Seville, as someone said the other day. Seville. La Liga's probably his standards. Not quite for the Premier League. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think if it wasn't the fact that he was a club legend, I think he would have been gone ages ago, because the football is absolutely dreadful. It's no different to when Louis van Gaal or Jose Mourinho was there. I think there's something seriously wrong at Manchester United at the moment, and I can't see it being solved anytime soon. So keep your eyes open for that. I do think if results keep going against Manchester United, I think maybe before Christmas Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might even step down. I don't know, but things aren't looking great at the moment for him. Unai Emery, as I said, he's not doing as bad as Manchester United, but as I said, we got it back to 1-1 last week against Aston Villa, and then a minute later we find ourselves 2-1 down again. Yes, we did get it back to 3-2 in the end, but sometimes it comes down to man management, which is what we said about Arsene Wenger over the years. Also, before I go, I want to see in this game, in the back four, I want to see Callum Chambers starting in this game, and I want to see Rob Holding starting in this game as well. I think David Luiz was an awful signing. I was quite excited that we signed him at the start of the season, but he's been absolutely dreadful. I think Chelsea has done us yet again. They gave us Petr Cech, and he had a couple of good, I'd say he had about 20 good games for Arsenal, but majority of the time he was an absolute flop. And I can't even think of one game that David Luiz had a good game for us so far. So Chelsea's done us yet again, and we've outdone ourselves really. We spent £72 million on Nicolas Pepe in the summer, but we didn't go out and buy that world-class centre back. So we've outdone ourselves if you think about it. Socrates, he's been an absolute shadow of himself the way he was last year. He's been absolutely, as I said, that back pass to the Watford player the other week. That partnership does not work at all, Socrates and David Luiz. So I want to see Rob Holding and Callum Chambers starting in this game on Monday night. Will it happen? I don't think so, but that's what I want to see anyway. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you next week for next week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys, and enjoy FIFA 20 weekend.